Hi, this is Kitty, and I'm doing a deck profile on Reindeer.
Waiting for you to arrive again.
Post Clan Booster 5. So, start off, our starter is Colorful Smiling Frat. Great. You use her to get extra attack off if you have a Raindear Vanguard. She's good for getting the rewriting Reindeer back to hand if you've attacked with her and then playing her back down. Trigger wise, 4 heal and 12 crit. You can pick any crits you want, really. Just I went with vanillas because I might have to boost with them. Okay, grade 1s, 4 Kukri. You do run into a bit of a counterblast issue with the combo, so you're gonna need her. Four Stride Fodders. So one of the things is that you don't want to you really don't want to get your 3s in hand more than you have to. So having to hard stride would suck, and having your 3s in hands would be worse. So 4 Stride Fodders are optimal. Then 4 Dash Sisters Rabble. What she does is when she's in the trigger zone for a drive check, she gets grade +2. Which is good because your reindeer skills all go off for having grade 3 and in trigger zone. And if she's on the rear guard, you can put her on the bottom of the deck, draw a card, and counter charge 1. If you have a reindeer, you check to grade 3. Then I run 2 Piping Hot Suifa. What she does is she turns your 10k reindeer into an 11k, and if you check a grade 3, she can move from the back row to the front row, stand herself, and give herself 4k. And for every 3 you reveal, she gets another +4. For grade 2s, 4 Inspect Sister Robel. She's a grade 3 in the trigger zone, and if she hits, if you have a reindeer, you can Soul Blast 1 and put it on the bottom of the deck, and you draw 2 cards. And then you shuffle your deck. It's good because it's a grade 3 in the trigger zone, and it gets put back into the deck. So that's constantly getting those grade 3s that you need for the skills. Then 4 Happy Ears Malavel. So when you reveal grade 3, you can return a unit to your hand and choose 2. You can return this to your hand and give 2 units 3k. So it gives like a column of extra 6k, or if you just need that extra. If you just need that extra power to give it to your Vanguard, you can. And then 3 Spickas. She works well, again with the grade 3 that rerides, and she works well with the combos with Olivia. So grade 3 wise, pretty simple. 4 of the 10k reindeers and 4 of the 11k vanquishers. Reindeers. So 10k, if you reveal grade 3, you get to pop a card to hand and play one from hand. Peaceful Voice, 11k. If she's on the rear guard and stood, if you reveal a grade 3 with Reindeer in its name, you can ride her for 2 counter blasts and a -1 drive. And then if she once per turn, if she checks a grade 3, she gets +1 drive. So you run 4 of each. Now for the G zone. 4 of the Reindeer Stride. She's good because for a counter blast and a soul blast and a persona flip, she gets extra 3k. You can pop a card to hand, and she gets a drive check. There's a combo that I'll show you in a bit where you can get like 10 drive checks in 1 turn. Then a pretty standard 4 Olivia. She's just too good not to run at 4 in most decks. Then I run 1 Nasha. So once she's placed on Guardian Circle, if you can reveal a card with the same grade as a unit on your field, and she gains 5k. Then 1 Highest Society Citron. When you place her on Guardian Circle, you can call a grade 1 or greater card from your hand, and if you call it, she gets 10k shield. So she helps you set up for the next turn. Then 2 Leonas. If you want to save something or you need something back to your hand for guarding, she's good. She's one you want to ride. But the problem is you're forced to play a card from hand. And then 1 Blessed Sparkle Sandy. She's the G-Guard flipper, and she gains 5k for every card in your for every 2 cards in your hand. Which is, generally a lot, and then you can counter blast for 1 more for another 5k. Then 1 Lucky Rise Elprina. Really, she's not really needed. You could probably run Glass Slipper, whatever her name is, the one that on place pop 2. But I prefer her because I just like having 16 cards in the G zone. Then 1 Ange. She's counterblast 2. Flip over any card in the G zone. I can choose any number of cards, including locked cards, to return to the owner's hand. If I return 5, I draw a card. If I return 7 in total, I get a +1 drive, and she gains 5k for every card returned. She's a good finisher. And then the GV8. This card returns your whole field to your hand, and then you play 5 cards. All of them gain 5k. This card, however, can ruin a combo, because if you have her on the field and you swing with her at the end of the battle, if you get a grade 3 with Reindeer in it, both fields will go off. Problem is that Reindeer needs to be on the field to do it. If you use her first, she pops, can no longer get the skill. However, you do this, you can still get her skill, but you're not getting all of the cards back to your hand. So this card can literally ruin combos. So now I'm sure you all want to know how to get that 10 drive trigger off. Okay, you're going to need all 3 of these. You're going to need a Vanguard. It really doesn't matter which one. But you're going to need at least one of these on the rear guard. And then at least one of them in your drive checks. So, ideally, for argumentative purposes, say you're at 4 damage. I'll make it 5, just for safe measures. And let's say you have 2 of these on the field. So ideally your drive checks are going to be something akin to this. Swing with the van. You can boost it if you want. If you don't, that's fine too. Okay. Check. 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 Skill. Counterblast. Throw a soul card into the drop. +1 drive. Check. Skill. Soul. And check. Basically, just keep repeating the process till you're out of flipped over cards. At that point, you're going to have 6 drive checks already. And after the last one, you're going to use the skill of Rebel, put her back to the deck, draw a card, countercharge, and then destride, reride for 2 counterblasts. So these are all in your hand now. So we're up to 6. I'm telling you right now, I only got this off once, so don't. Okay, so you swing. And like before, use the skill. You put another card in your soul. Hopefully it's her, and if it's not already in soul. And at this point, you're stuck. You didn't have another reindeer on your field. So hopefully a crit. Problem with this combo is that it's a finishing move. You shouldn't. This will be your hand, give or take, and you're just kind of screwed at this point because you're pretty much out of counterblasts. That's the combo, but I fucked it up on camera with hands and. Well, that's it. This is Kitty, and I'm out.
They call themselves Imagine Your Goddess.
What a bunch of a-holes.
What kind of feeling?